Hey guys, it's Pete with Crunch Time Coaching. Welcome back to video number 3 of our 3-part series on the slice serve. Now, if you missed video 1, what we did is we showed you how to start developing the feel of that nasty slice with my skipping the rocks drill, and I took you step by step. So if you see my original skipping the rocks drill, which I think goes over 240,000 views on YouTube, this one goes a little more into detail for you. On video 2, we show you how you can start to aim and control your slice so you can start to get that pinpoint accuracy. And in this video, I'm going to show you 5 hot spots you want to master with your slice serve so you always keep your opponents off balance. And we're also going to introduce you to the kick serve if you're interested in having the fire in the ice, right? The slice and the kick. Now, what we're going to do here is I'm going to demonstrate the serve. I'm going to show you where we want it to move. I'm going to name the hot spot, and then we're going to end up back in my place where I live to use the board to show you what you can anticipate. So not only where you want to hit these hot spots, but where the ball is most likely coming back from your opponent, if they're going to hit it weak or if they're going to get a hold of it. So you kind of have to be aware of both situations. So I think you're going to really like this. All right, so here we go. The first one we want to go to, and if you're a righty, just flip everything. You want to be going off short. I think the most valuable slice serve to have is a short slice. So we're not aiming deep in the box. We actually want that thing to go short and hook off the court. So I'm actually going to now jump into the serve, give it a little bit more of what I would do in a match. So here we go. I'm going to come here and try and get that thing to hook off the court, and that went perfectly. Oh my gosh, first serve right out of the bat. Perfect serve. Let's go into the classroom now. I'm going to show you, if I can hit the serve like that, what I'm going to anticipate back for my competition. All right, guys, so let's get into the first hot spot here, which is my favorite. So as a lefty, I'm serving on the ad side, and I really like to have the ball land short in the box. Now, if I'm able to do that, because of the extreme angle, actually one of the shots I most fear and anticipate is the ball coming across with a great angle. Now, if they can do that, I'm in trouble. Most of the time, the ball will, these are a couple things I look for. The ball will usually like flutter. People barely get their racket on it, and it's kind of like chopping and floating this way, or even if they hit topspin, lots of times this floats up, especially if you see them go to the slice, though, and then you know. And so it's a great time to serve and volley. And so I'll serve and be angling this way, but really be looking for a ball somewhere in here as I'm going, and then usually like to volley the open corner. The 2 shots I have to really look out for is if they're able to get here and crush it down the line, and there's not much I can do about that. That's going to be a winner sometimes, especially if I'm serving volley. I love to serve and volley on this. So I'm going to hit out wide here. I like to serve and volley or serve in shades, where I'll hit my shot and then move over here and then take my forehand up there in the corner. Rafa runs that play a lot too. And so that's the first play and the first hot spot. All right, guys, the next thing I want to do, especially if they start reading the short ball, I also want to go deep in that corner. Now, if I go deep in that corner, you'll see it's not going to have as much hook. It's going to go a little more flat. It's going to have a little less slice on it. So now I'm hitting the ball, instead of like really thinking about cutting around it, I'm hitting a little more straight on, but I got a hint of slice on it. And I show you how to vary all this in my Slice Serve Mastery course. So if you ever want to go full bore into the slice, I show you how to vary the ways you can mix up your spins and hitting one with big spin and one a little flatter and harder. But here we go. So now I'm going to go deep into that slice corner. Oh yeah. Oh my gosh. We're feeling good today. 2 for 2. All right. Now, I'm going to show you, we're going to go back to the classroom, and I'm going to show you what you can anticipate when you do that serve. All right, so the second hot spot I like to do, and guys, remember, if you're a righty, it's the same. It's just you're serving this side, and you're going to see then. So if I'm saying you're going to see the ball here as a lefty, as a righty, you're going to see the ball there. So that's how you kind of work that out in your mind. But then, especially if I'm doing this and they're kind of figuring that out, then if I see them cheat over, I will serve a ball deeper in the box. Now this has less spin on it. It's still got some spin. So what I have to be aware of is actually the interesting thing is, even though this ball has less pace, I'm less concerned about a hard return. When I hit the ball harder up deeper and it has less spin on it, I'm more concerned about a hard return, especially right up the middle. So if I'm doing this and I'm serving volleying, a lot of times if they get good wood on the ball, they're gonna hit that ball firm up the middle or down the line if they're a little late since it has pace. I'm less looking for the ball over here because since it has more pace, they're going to tend to be late. So now I'm looking for the ball more over here, and I'm willing to give up a cross-court pass. So I'm looking to cover my lines. I'm looking for hard balls in here if they connect, or they're just going to float it up because they haven't handled the pace and they haven't read it well. And again, I'm usually taking that next ball over there. All right, so let's go back onto the court, and we'll look at our third hot spot. The next one we're going to do, hot spot number 3, is probably my favorite one to do to really mix things up, especially if they're starting to cheat to the corner and they've just been seeing nightmare after nightmare, backhand, backhand, backhand. Now I do the into the body serve that I like to run on the ad side. This gets me tons of free points. After I hit the serve, we're going to go to the classroom. I'm going to show you what I usually anticipate back when I'm able to do this well. So you can see it's kind of more towards the line, but it's going to eventually gradually hook in to my opponent's stomach. Perfect, perfect execution. We're feeling really, really good now. So now we've got our 3 hot spots on the ad side. On the deuce side, we're going to reverse it to show you what that would look like in case you're confused. But as a lefty, those are my 3 hot spots. So now we've got 2 more that I'm going to show you on the ad side. Hot spot number 3, I'm serving, and now I'm looking to go into the body. Now the cool thing is, if I've done a good job as a lefty, now as a righty, again, it's the same idea. But especially, I will say, as a lefty, this is pretty cool because now I'm hooking the ball into their body. They haven't seen a forehand in so long. I'm going to serve so many balls out here wide. So the ball starts to trail over the net and then gradually goes in. So they start to show forehand. They'd probably be better off taking it as a backhand. But they want to hit that forehand so bad, so they keep moving over. The ball keeps cramping them. So I'm definitely looking for the ball to spray out this way. In fact, lots of times, especially in doubles, if you stand over here, lots of times you're going to hit this ball and you're going to get a nice wide return. So I'm looking for to see the ball trail out here. If they're able to get around it early and crush it down the line, then that's fine. They hit a great return, or I miss my spot. I didn't hit a good serve. But if I hit my spot well, it's coming right. It just keeps trailing right into their hip, and look for things on the outside. Again, if you're a righty and you serve this right in there, the ball most likely be coming out here. So a great way to, I think this is probably the hot spot to where I can most anticipate where the ball is going to go. And the ball usually comes off the frame really weak, and this trails, keeps floating out. So we'll keep floating out this way. All right, so that's that. Now we'll go back on the court for hot spot number 4. Okay guys, so here we go. Now we're on the deuce side, and I'm going to show you 2 more hot spots. Again, maybe my second favorite lefty serve. Get lots of free points here on the deuce side. Gonna go right down the middle. Wow. And you can see where that ball ended up. That ball ended up way into the, I had to cross the baseline just to get it back. Rafa's so good at that. Pretty hot. I'm excited because this is actually going with this between you and me. Sometimes I have to edit the video. This is actually now 4 for 4. Okay, hot spot number 4. One of my favorite serves to do is to come up here and hit it down the middle, and it trails off and it actually ends up on that side of the fence, which is pretty cool. So it actually crosses the hash mark here. So it has them trailing. So again, I'm looking now for the ball to come out this way. Usually people are late. So even when I'm serving volleying, you always have to be aware of your line. But if they're getting there late, they're going to be hitting the ball over here. If you're not doing a good job with the serve, then they're going to be early. Like Roy Emerson says, people are pullers of the ball. So if they're early, they'd love to kind of hit this almost cross court down the line. So I do have to watch out for that. I'm usually, if I'm going to serve and volley, I'm usually going to get to about here and be looking for a lot of stuff in here. This is actually sometimes not even a bad time to take your volley because they're trailing off there and come back here with a little short angle volley if you can, or hit the ball out there and then take your shot back cross court if you're staying at the baseline. So that's that hot spot. Let's go back on the court for our fifth and final hot spot. So the last one is the into the body. So we're taking you to the classroom right now on the down the middle, sorry. And now we're going to go into the body, and we'll take it to the classroom to show you what you can expect, where that ball is going to be returned, and what you should do with the ball. A perfect 5 for 5. All right, so fifth and final hot spot, I like to hit the slice to where it's coming in, it's going out here. Again, they're thinking forehand, and then it hooks right into their body. And so again, I'm looking for stuff now to come out here in this area of the court, take a nice cross-court forehand or a nice cross-court volley. So there is all 5 of your hot spots, guys. Let's go back to the court to wrap up. Okay, guys, so if you enjoyed that 3-part series, if you like that, you're going to love what I have for you next, because now you're going to get the opportunity to learn the kick serve. You're going to get 6 essential ingredients to the kick serve. Just like we talked about the slice serve and we kind of showed you where you want to be hitting the ball. I'm going to show you 6 elements you absolutely need if you want to have any chance of getting a good kick serve. Plus, if you did like my slice serve lesson, I'm going to give you an opportunity to get all my training on the slice serve and the kick serve. That's if you're truly serious about really mastering the serve, and it's going to save you thousands of dollars, tons of hours of frustration. You're going to see me go through step by step. This has helped people all over the world, I'm happy to say, with the power of the online video. You get some free training, and then if you want to take it a step further, you're going to be able to put your hands on both of my most popular courses, the slice and the kick serve. Probably 2 of my best shots that I can hit and also enjoy to teach. Thank you so much for watching these three videos, guys. Give this a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Comment below, let me know what you thought. Let me know if you have any questions. And definitely subscribe if you haven't already been subscribing to my channel, because you can see all types of video instruction on there. Plus, we cover a lot on the professional tour as well. And that's it, guys. Thanks so much for watching.